Well, hello everyone. My name is Dara Rath and I'm the pastor at Faith Lutheran Church in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. Each week I bring you a story that's written by other people for you to enjoy. And today this story is actually an anonymous story, but it's in a book called Flowers in the Wind by Robert Coos and also William Bosch, The World of Stories for Preachers and Teachers. I love this story. In the following story, we hear from a woman who wrote to an advice columnist in the Old Chicago Daily News. As she pointed out, people and families can often get on each other's nerves, even when they love each other. The woman wrote, "I've heard of the problems newly retired men and their wives face when confronted by too much togetherness. And I was always amused at the way they so often get on each other's nerves. I never thought I'd face such a problem, but it's been 2 months now, and matters around here are pretty bad." I ran out of patience that first Monday. There we were, the two of us. Dave busied himself by following me around, inquiring into my household routines. I tried to be pleasant, but my surly nature surfaced when he asked, "Why don't you vacuum all the way under the bed?" I've tried to interest him in any number of activities with little success. I've even shouted the merits of daytime TV. "What you really need is a job," I told him, knowing he'd never be able to find one at his age. Yesterday was typical. Dave and I spent the morning together as always. He sat looking out the window for a while, sighing intermittently. Then he came into the kitchen and asked, "When are we having lunch?" This was at 8:30 in the morning. We went lockstep to the bedrooms, where he watched me make beds. When he asked, "What should we do now?" I snarled, "How about a duel with sabers?" A lengthy discussion followed of my system of sorting wash. I don't like to sort wash, much less talk about it. The situation is getting to me. You'd think that someone with so much intelligence, someone I truly love, would not be so totally annoying when faced with a change in routine. But all my problems won't last forever. Next year, Dave will be in kindergarten. Isn't that funny? That's a funny story. But that does remind me about my husband and I. You know, he's retired, and I decided to go back to university and study to be a minister, and that took a few years. So in the meanwhile, because I'm working full-time, my husband is doing the cooking, and he's a really good cook. I have absolutely no complaints about that whatsoever. The only thing is that sometimes I do the cleanup after supper, usually, and if I don't happen to do that, if I have to go to a meeting or something or go out or whatever, then I come in, but he doesn't do the counter. I had this thing about having a clean counter, you know, on the cutting board and all that kind of thing. So we always have a little thing going about that. It sounds so silly when you think about the great scheme of things, but that's the only thing I can think of at the moment that we, you know, get on each other's nerves about, because I'll say, "Oh my gosh, this counter is so sticky, and there's still honey over here, and look at the spaghetti sauce is flying over on this side." So anyway, that's an issue that we're working on. I don't know if it'll ever be solved, but we're working on it anyway, and we have some fun doing that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that story, and we'll see you in a week, and thanks for taking 5, and blessings on your day.